Okay, this is Miki and Raphael of Plastik Funk.
And you're watching the Department of Dance.
So, I'm Raphael, this is Mikio, we are Plastik Funk.
From Germany, but both like mixed bastards, we call ourselves. Half German, half Japanese, half German, half Spanish. We currently live in Düsseldorf, which is pretty useful because it has a very good airport.
Yeah, which is good for touring.
Yeah.
Most of the summer we spend in Ibiza, which is the place where we are hosting a residency at Privilege on Tuesdays, and yeah, try to travel the world and try to bring our music around. I mean, like the music we do this for, like Plastik Funk is this for like 15 years. And we come from the funky old school house side, so house music, I think house vocals is something we like always we were following like house producers and try to create our own style, but it was not a plan, it just happened, you know. Listening to other big guys and like the real house producers.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was just there, and now it's like year by year the style is changing a bit, but I think we're almost the same like 15 years ago. Yeah, I mean, big artists, we just talked about big artists we would like to work with, and there's a lot of interesting artists, but like somebody we really love to follow his work, his art, his music is Pharrell Williams, for sure. I think it's pretty difficult to get him to do a collaboration, but yeah, it's something we would love to do.
I'll call him tomorrow.
Instead of a text.
Yeah, I think for both of us, becoming like house musicians was. I was living in Rome at that time when I heard Frankie Knuckles play in a club, and that was like the infection. I was there next day I went to my record store and said, I need house music records, and they were like, what? Because this was beginning of the 90s, so I'm DJing now for 5 years.
You're so old.
I'm old. Maybe I should retire.
Yeah, no, it's funny. It's because I mean, at that time we didn't know each other.
Nope.
I'm a bit younger, so but for me it was also like mixtapes.
Yeah.
A friend of mine brought me mixtapes of David Morales and Frankie Knuckles, and I was like on it right away. I remember like a couple of days later I went to a record shop and started to buy records, and I was like into hip hop before, like the old school hip hop, and I had records from that kind of music, but I switched it right away. Yeah, I can remember when I did my first house party in the house of my parents. Which got totally out of control. This is why we had to start playing in clubs. I think like the best party I had in the house of my parents was like 350 people. This is, sorry mom, sorry dad. This is why we started a career and tried to get gigs in clubs. Where to see dance music in the next 5 years? Good question as well. Like 5 years ago, I could have answered this question right away, because we thought we know about the scene and we know that there's ups and downs in dance music. At the moment, it's a new situation. It's like the generation now, we call it the social media generation, is so different to everything what was there before. So I really don't know what's going to happen in the next couple of years. I just think it's going back to clubs. It's going back to clubbing. Everything gets a bit smaller again, because like the whole EDM hype and the EDM scene was like about festivals, about the biggest happenings in the world, biggest DJs. Everything had to be big, you know. I think it's going back to where it came from, which is clubbing, with good music, good DJs. This is something.
Real DJs.
I hope this is what's going to happen.
Hopefully. I mean, the stems thing, I think for us is a bit difficult at this moment because we don't use laptops to play. We just bring our USBs and use record box for playing from Pioneer. But the stems, I think it's a very good thing for DJs that play with Tractor. So because you can just loop everything and add stuff. To be honest, I've never tried it actually to play with stems from the stick, but Yeah,
Live from the stick. I think it's.
it's. I mean, we could. Maybe we should try it. I mean, we are two, so we just prepare. We have to prepare it.
We just hate to have a laptop on a
yeah,
DJ set.
no, there's no way to play
we
with a
love to
laptop.
look at the audience. We love to look at our fans. We love to party with the people who come to our shows.
Yeah.
So a laptop is always something in between. It's just a wall between you and the people. We both don't like to have a computer on a set.
But of course, every single we make, we have to prepare the stems. Our label asks us for it. So yeah, we should definitely get into this maybe one day when you took your piano lessons.
Next year.
Oh, Houston,
Texas. I mean,
Apollo 13.
No, Houston, Texas, and it's really like that. I was playing baseball when I was younger, and I was thinking of the Houston Astros. I don't know why, because it was a pretty good team back in the days, and I don't know, they're not too good at the moment, I think. Yeah, the Houston Astros, right away. And
Honestly, I have no idea. Houston. I always want. Have you ever been there? I don't think we've ever
I was
played.
at the airport of Houston.
Yeah, I mean, airports, we know like almost all the airports, but Houston, we've been to Dallas a lot, but Houston.
And Texas for me is like Cowboys. I know it's stupid. It's like when
Steaks and
when
cowboys.
people talk about Germany and think of like beer and bratwurst, you know, but Texas, I think of Cowboys, right?
Yeah.
So,
And I just heard that literally everybody's wearing a gun. Is that true? Or you're allowed to just wear a gun and walk around? That's pretty crazy.
that's pretty scary.
Because here, like in Europe, it's like totally different. You know that. But yeah, Houston, we got a problem.
No, but Texas, like the time we had in Dallas was just amazing. Like super nice people.
Yeah.
We felt so welcome there, and the parties were amazing too.
So we gotta visit Houston
Yeah, next time.
very
it's
soon.